They say love is blind, but in reality, most men just choose to close their eyes, especially when it comes to manipulation. Let's be honest, a lot of women today don't manipulate you out of malice. They do it because they're testing for strength. They want to know if the man they're with has a backbone, if he can hold the frame, or if he'll fold the moment she shifts her energy. Most men fail this test, but not Stoic men, not the men who understand the cold truth. Because once you learn how female manipulation really works, you won't just defend yourself, you'll flip the entire game. Let's break it down. This is how Stoic men outsmart female manipulation. Part 1. The nature of manipulation first. What is manipulation really? It's not always some evil scheme. Most of the time it's subtle, emotional, strategic. It's a pull on your attention, a twist of your guilt, a push on your insecurities, and the wild part, she's often doing it unconsciously. She wants to see, is he a man or a boy in disguise? Because women don't trust words. They trust response under pressure. If I go cold, will he chase? If I flirt with other guys, will he react? If I cry, will he give in? These aren't just games, they're tests of your frame. And the man who understands this, he doesn't fight fire with fire. He brings ice. Part 2. The 7 most common manipulation tactics. Let's get tactical. Here are 7 manipulation tactics women use, and how a Stoic man dismantles each one. The silent treatment. She goes quiet, not because she's sad, but because she wants you to chase her energy. A Stoic man's response? Silence meets silence, because he knows whoever breaks first submits. Strategic tears. She cries not from pain, but to shift the emotional weight. Onto you average men crumble. Stoic men remain calm. He listens, he supports, but he doesn't bend his boundaries, because empathy weakness. Comparison to other men. She said her ex used to surprise her with flowers. She mentioned how that guy from work always listens. The goal? Insecurity, to make you compete. The Stoic response? A smile, because he knows comparison is a mirror for her dissatisfaction, not his flaw. Withholding affection, she pulls back physically or emotionally, waiting to be chased. The Stoic man? He doesn't chase, he doesn't beg, he simply detaches and focuses on himself. Why? Because a woman who weaponizes affection isn't loving you, she's managing you. Guilt trips. You don't care about me. After all I've done for you. Stoic men don't defend or explain. He responds with something like, I care, but I don't accept guilt for setting a boundary. Boom, frame held. Hot and cold behavior. One day she's sweet, the next she's distant. This creates emotional addiction. A Stoic man doesn't ride that roller coaster. He notices the pattern, calls it out calmly, and decides whether it's worth staying, because he values emotional consistency over temporary highs. Ultimatums. If you don't do this, I'm done. If you talk to her again, I'm leaving. Most guys panic. Stoic men, they respond, if that's your choice, I respect it. No resistance, no fear, just pure grounded power. Part 3. The Stoic response. So what's the secret weapon of Stoic? And it's not dominance, it's not silence, it's stillness. The ability to see manipulation without emotional entanglement, to choose response over reaction. Here's how Stoic men outsmart manipulation. Emotional mastery. They don't react to provocations. They stay centered, grounded, focused. Anger doesn't lead. Desire doesn't blind. Fear doesn't speak. Clear boundaries. Stoic man's no is sacred, and his yes is conscious. He doesn't explain himself into weakness. He states his values and lives by them. Detachment from outcome. He doesn't need her to stay. He invites her to stay. That difference, it's everything. If you want to be here, amazing. If not, I won't beg for what I don't control. Or pattern recognition. Stoic men don't judge by the moment. They judge by patterns. If she manipulates once, maybe it's stress. If she manipulates 3 times, It's a strategy. And when you see it as a strategy, you no longer take it personally. Purpose over emotion. Here's the core of Stoicism. Emotion is data, not direction. A Stoic man lets emotion inform him, not lead him. His purpose, his values, and his self-respect lead the way. Part 4. Real-life scenarios. Let's ground this with examples. Scenario 1. She cancels plans last minute without explanation. Average guy. Are you okay? What happened? Did I do something wrong? Stoic man. No problem. Hope everything's all right. Let me know when you're free to reschedule. Then he continues his life. No drama. No neediness. Scenario 2. She flirts with other men at a party. Average guy confronts her, gets emotional, tries to win her back in front of others. Stoic man watches calmly, leaves early, lets her notice his absence more than his protest. And when she asks why he left, I don't compete for women. I attract the right one by being myself. Scenario 3. She plays the victim after being called out. You mention her inconsistency. She starts crying, flipping the blame. Average guy apologizes just to end the conflict. Stoic man says gently, I'm not blaming. I'm being honest about how your actions affect me. That's the difference. Part 5. Why women respect Stoic men now. Here's the twist. Most women won't admit this, but Stoic men are the most attractive and respected type of men on the planet. Not because they're cold, not because they're emotionless, but because they're unshakable. And in a world where most men fold under pressure, a man who remains calm under fire, he's rare, he's magnetic, he's unforgettable. Part 6. The power of indifference. Here's a truth that burns. A woman can handle your anger. A woman can tolerate your silence. But what she cannot manipulate is your indifference. Stoic indifference isn't coldness, it's clarity. It's when you're so in tune with yourself that no amount of chaos from the outside can shake your core. When she yells, you breathe. When she withdraws, you don't chase. When she tests you, you smile. Because you already passed it in your mind. And here's what happens next. She stops trying to dominate, she starts to respect. Because deep down, every woman wants a man she can't move. A man she can trust to lead, especially when emotions spiral. The moment she feels that groundedness, she lets go of control, because she knows she's safe. That is the power of the Stoic frame. Let me leave you with this. A woman can only manipulate a man who hasn't mastered himself. So the real battle isn't with her, it's with you. Your triggers, your fears, your need for validation. Once you confront those, once you take ownership of your emotional life, her games lose all power. You don't react, you observe, you respond if necessary, and if not, you simply walk away. Because a Stoic man doesn't fear loss, he fears losing himself. So don't chase her, don't fight her, don't try to outgame her. Just be the calmest man in the room. The one who cannot be moved, the one who's mastered the cold truth, and watch as manipulation turns to respect and respect turns to devotion.